Hello fellow humans, please excuse the hair. I've just come back from today's city trip, but basically in this video I will be showing you footage of me going to Melbourne CBD and trying to survive on boba for a day. I won't exactly be doing that challenge exactly, I will be like eating other things, and also I don't think it's actually feasible to survive on boba for a day, and also because I ended up kind of having to abandon it halfway because it just wasn't working out that well. But either way, I will be going through different Melbourne CBD bubble tea stores and rating specific drinks from their thing, and probably also rating how the pearls taste, because I suppose that will be the common factor among everything. First of all, I'm going to make the first drink myself because I don't really fancy spending more than $20 on boba in a day, and so that's why I'm just gonna have my own first. That will be my first drink of the day, and I ideally will have 4 different drinks today, 1 that I make myself and 3 that I buy. First up was the drink that I made, which is a caramel iced coffee, and I really like this flavor, so I'm gonna give the flavor overall like a 7.9 out of 10. And for the actual boba pearls, I would give this like an 8.3 out of 10. They're pretty good.
First boba song, the Ali Liu Jiaxiang, and I got the brown sugar cream brulee milk. The boba is like really warm at the bottom, I like that, and there's like cream brulee, as you can see. Sorry for like the noise in the background, I can't really help that, but it does taste nice, and I'm going to be drinking this while just like walking around the city, because to sit down and drink it would be a massive waste of time, and we don't want that. So I'm just gonna walk around, and I'll just periodically check in throughout the day with my other bobas and stuff, and then we can also like rank them. So far the boba is very sweet, so I'm gonna give this like a 7.5 out of 10, and we'll see if that rating changes. At first I did decide to only have like boba meals for the day, but unfortunately that's not gonna be possible because then I might die, you know. And also because, you know, like my parents told me to have fun, and the way that they said like please eat something, I didn't want to disappoint them, so I will be having other meals and I won't just be like surviving on boba for the day, but basically I'm just like testing out and rating different bobas.
I did think that the addition of the creme brulee was very interesting, although I'd still give this drink like a 7 out of 10 ultimately, because it was very sweet and I could reduce the sugar, but I just didn't like it that much. Next up was Machi Machi on the Emporium, and I got this mixed berry slush. I didn't include any boba in this because I was actually getting kind of sick of boba. I know it's kind of insane, but it looked very refreshing, and I also liked the idea of like berries, and I also wanted a fruity drink after having 2 milky drinks. So I got this one, and it was incredibly refreshing. I definitely needed this at this point in the day where I'd had some very like heavy drinks, and they were also very sweetness oriented. Well, I don't suppose the coffee was that sweet, but it was still very heavy, and this was very light, and it was also again refreshing, and there was a slight like tanginess to it. I really enjoyed that. And it definitely did taste like a very specific berry, I just can't pinpoint which one. My instant rating was like an 8.25, and I think that stuck out pretty well. Throughout the day, I really enjoyed carrying this around. Although it was a little cold on my hands, it was really refreshing. Ultimately, I think I would give it again an 8.25, and if it had pearls in it, I would give it an 8.7.
I'm now back home. I didn't manage to catch the last of that on camera, and that's kind of because I got tired of having drinks all day, and I think that was mainly a product of me choosing to go for 2 milky drinks first versus maybe like a milky drink and then a fruity drink and then a milky drink again. My ideal plan was to have 4 drinks in the day. I did manage to only have 3, and so this is kind of cheating, but I'm just going to add in ratings for drinks that I've already tried from stores that are in Melbourne CBD, and that hopefully should account for something. While it's not exactly like gonna be accurate to today, at the very least it will be accurate enough. I think I might add in extra 5 drinks maybe, possibly 6. I'll have to think about that, but well, I hope that you can just sit through this next section, which won't have a lot of like montage footage. It'll just have me like blasting out ratings here left and right.
First up is the toffee coffee flavor from Bubble Cup, and I absolutely adore this flavor. This is probably my favorite flavor of Bubble Cup ever, although I do like to venture out and all. But I think in terms of flavor, this is like a 9.5. And overall, the drink is, yes, a 9.5. And the pearls themselves, I think Bubble Cup has actually some of the best pearls out there. They always taste amazing, and they're never like too warm. At least not in my opinion, they've never been too warm. But I think that because of that, I'm gonna rate their pearls like a 9 too. I don't think they're a perfect 10, but they're pretty close to being. Next up is the red velvet flavor from Bubble Cup, and I also really like this flavor. I think it would be a 8.75. Like, it's a great flavor, but it doesn't particularly have the oomph that you need to get a high scoring 9. Then there's the mango puree ice crush, and I don't like this that much. I'm going to give it a 5, and that is because I think that it's a little too tangy, and it just doesn't, it's a little too strong, I think is my problem. And it also definitely does not go with the pearls. If you like that, go ahead, but at the same time, I wouldn't recommend you get it with the pearls. Maybe try it with some like aloe vera or something. It's just that it doesn't work with the tapioca. Moving on to Gong Cha, and the first drink on our chopping board today is the cookie choco milk tea. And I actually did like it. I liked it a lot. It was, again, very milky, but at the same time, I generally enjoy milky drinks. It is also quite heavy, and it does have the very strong cookies and cream taste, so I did like that. And the chocolate itself isn't too overpowering. I'd say as a drink, it's like a 7.75. It's not the greatest. It's not like a new innovation. It's just cookies and cream milk tea, right? And I think Gong Cha's pearls are about an 8.5. Actually, no, scratch that. They're an 8.2. They're not the greatest. I think there's just something about them. They're either too chewy, they're too soft or something. It's just that I don't vibe with them that well. And then the other drink is the lemon roasted melon tea with basil seeds and aloe vera. And now this was a hidden gem, although it's not exactly that hidden because it's one of the top 10 bestsellers. But wow, it is amazing. I actually didn't know if I liked fruit tea before this or not, but after having this was amazing. It was just so refreshing after a day of being tired and worn out. I'm going to say that in terms of flavor, it's like a 9.7. I absolutely loved it. I want to have it again, but I haven't exactly had the chance to have it again yet. And I will definitely be getting my hands on one of these. And I definitely love the addition of the pearls in here. I wasn't entirely sure how the pearls would work with the sourness of the lemon and all, but no, it tastes amazing. And the final extra drink is the brown sugar milk tea from Gong Cha, and I'm not the biggest fan of this. It's very strong, definitely. When I first got it and I started to stir it a little, I accidentally sipped up with the straw, and it was just a shot of pure strength to my head. I don't even actually know what the strength is from. Surely not the brown sugar, I guess the milk tea aspect of it. But either way, I don't think it's the greatest. I'm gonna give it like a 6.4. It's not the greatest, but again, it is like the basic standard milk tea, and if you're ever like in a pinch, you could get it. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I think in terms of ranking the boba, Bubble Cup definitely comes out on top, followed by Gong Cha, and then followed by the Ali Lu Jiao Shang. Sorry if I butchered that. And I think this is simply because of the warmth of the pearls that I got from the Ali. And that might just be a problem because I got there really early and they weren't like in rush hour. So maybe the pearls were just recently made. Either way, I didn't really like them that much. And I think in terms of quality of drinks and selection of drinks, the order kind of goes, I think they're all equally matched, but I still think Bubble Cup comes out on top just by like the slightest bit, because they just have different varieties and there's different types of fruit teas and different types of normal teas and also iced crushes and everything, and there's a lot more options I feel like than with the other two, but that's just my opinion.
I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that you continue to have a good day, and I will see you next time.